Hello, welcome back. This is Amanda of Amanda Creek Creative, and this is my weekly website review where I walk you through a website of somebody who's volunteered, and I can hear myself. I tell you the things that they are doing right. I give you some tips by looking at some things that they could improve. And I basically just help you through sharing what somebody else has created already with their website and kind of walking you through what they could be doing better. So I am going to share my screen so you can see. Today I am talking about a jewelry website. So we're talking about jewelsbytrish.com. When I go to the website, it doesn't take very long and this comes up. So that would be something definitely. Trish, she's a friend of mine and a client. That would be something that I would delay this pop-up just a little bit longer because it seems like it's popping up a little too quickly. So that's the first thing. But of course, this is a really beautiful pop-up. It has beautiful photography. You have really beautiful photography on your website. And I really love how far you've come with your photography. So I've known Trish for quite a long time, and she's come a very far way with photographing her jewelry. So this is one of her newest pieces, and she just recently photographed this and it looks really beautiful. I really love it. So that's something that you're doing really well. Something else that I feel like you're doing really well on this website is that it's really easy to navigate. So I feel like it's easy to get to where I need to go. You have clear navigation at the top here, and then when I scroll down to the bottom, there's also pretty clear navigation down here as well. I'm going to click off of this cookie thing. So I feel like people who come to your website should very easily be able to figure out what it is that they need and go to whatever it is that they need. So I really think that you're doing well with your navigation. Something else I really loved when I looked through your website is I loved on the About page, if you scroll down to here, you have quite a few testimonials here, but I would try to put more testimonials if you can. So I would probably put one on the home page. I'm not sure, I didn't look through each product if there are some testimonials under the products, but I would think about trying to carry them out throughout the rest of the website if you haven't already done that. Another thing that I thought you did really, really well is the product descriptions that you have. So if you come to Trisha's products and you click on one of them and you look at the product description, she has done a fantastic job of really filling out the information, letting the people know what it is that they're going to get. She just did a great job, I feel. And this is really great also for SEO. So if somebody else out there is trying to do jewelry and they want to have an online website, you really need to make sure you pay a lot of attention to your product descriptions. And I feel like Trisha's done a really good job of that. So those are some things that I think that you're doing really well. And there are some things that I was looking at that I thought maybe you might take some time to improve. One of the first things is that some of these photos in your slider are getting stretched out because they're not the right format for the slider. So the slider is basically not tall enough for that photo to really fit well. So I would bring the photo into something like Canva and see if you can crop it without losing any of the important information. So this photo might be difficult because if you crop, you might crop off some of this in the hat, which is really cute. You might crop off part of the hand, which will make the hand look a little funny. But some of these other ones, I'm not sure why that's doing that. Some of these other ones may be okay if you crop it. Like this one, again, because the product is so front and center, you might be cropping out, oops, I'm going to click on that. You might be cropping out some of the product and that would not be good. So that would be something that I would consider. I love this photo, but I think with it being stretched like that, it makes it look not as nice as it could. So that'd be something that I would really think about. Something else here is that this text was really small when I looked at it on my laptop, and it's even smaller here on my desktop. So I would consider making this bigger. And I was also thinking you could change the wordage of this to something about new products or something like that to kind of beef up the SEO a little bit, because recently added, you're not using any of those keywords that maybe would make your SEO better. So maybe thinking about putting new products here would be good. So another place that I found something that I would change is right here. These little check marks are not the right brand color. So I would look for check marks that work better with your branding. And I know that these are like emojis or icons that you get online and you kind of implement them on your website. So I would just look around and see if you can find other ones. So there are, I think Font Awesome has a bunch that you can bring into your website. So there are a bunch of websites like that where you can go and you can get these icons to basically use on your website. So I would look there and see if you can find some that are not this blue color. Now, when I looked through, like I said, I really loved that you had the testimonials here, but I would also try to carry those out, like I said, throughout the rest of your website. And thinking about your homepage, I was thinking about how you could maybe add a couple of things to your homepage. So I was thinking you could add a testimonial here, but also you could add like some little pictures of your different sections that you have as far as your jewelry goes. So you have here shop jewelry, and you have necklaces, bracelets, and earrings. And I pulled up a couple of websites to show a couple of things. So here, they're doing that. They have earrings, necklaces, wrists, and rings. And that I thought was really nice as far as showing, like these different sections. I know you have them here in the menu, but it's nice for some people to see it visually because they may not know what they want until they see it in a photo form. So if you did something like that, that might be really great. Now, some other things on your homepage you might want to add are, I think it was this one. If I scroll down, so she has right here again, shop collections. And then I was thinking about an opt-in section kind of like this. So this opt-in section on kateandmoose.com, they have one that's visual that is really big and it's kind of hard to miss. Whereas yours, you have a little opt-in here at the top. And of course, it's across all of the pages, which is great. But you might also use something else to help people to opt in besides just getting 15% off. So maybe you could do like how to add accessories to your everyday look or something like that. That's like something they would download. And you can give them some tips on how to add your accessories or any accessories to what they're wearing every single day. And the reason to do that is that some people, they might need more convincing than, just to get a 15% off coupon. So they might really need something like that to help them out in their life because they want to accessorize and they don't know how. And you're helping them with a pain point. So it's helping them to kind of move past those things that might keep them from purchasing something from you. So they might look at your stuff, and they might think, well, this is really beautiful, but I don't know how to pull it off. So you could help them, and you could have like a really nice big opt-in area like this on the homepage. So those are a couple of things that I found as far as the homepage that I thought might be really great. Something else that I noticed throughout is that you have a little inconsistency with your buttons. So on the homepage, they look like this. They're this really nice blue color, and they hover to this really nice pink color. But if I go to the blog and I look at the buttons here, I'm seeing that this is a completely different type of button. So I would maybe try to make these the same colors as on the home page. And then if I click on this and I look at the buttons way down at the bottom for posting a comment, it's again really different. So that's something I would consider, is like trying to bring some consistency there. And it's a small thing, just a small little tweak that can help a little bit. So that's something that I would consider. Another thing that I found when I was looking as far as these different websites is I found, I think it's this one. Let me see. Maybe it's not. No, it was a different one. I didn't open it up. So it's called Chinchar Maloney, I guess. I don't know how you pronounce it. But this website, something I found that is kind of fun. You don't have to do this. Nobody has to do this. But it's a great way to maybe grab some people who are in a different place. So they're using these videos on YouTube, which I'm talking to you on YouTube. And YouTube is a place where you can draw in other customers who maybe, you know, through some SEO, you can grab people from another platform if you wanted to do something like that. And Trish, being my friend and a client, I know you're great on video, so that's something that you could do. And so if you look at their about page here, they have 3 videos. So one about them, one that talks about their community, and then one that talks about their family, which is just kind of like a fun video that they've added so you get to know a little bit more about them. So something that I love to recommend to my clients is if they're ready and willing to hop on camera, if they're ready and willing to make a video for your about page, it's a great way to show a little bit more of your personality and draw some people in that you might not be able to do with written text. So that's something that I saw that I've never seen done on a jewelry website before, because it kind of seems like maybe it wouldn't fit, but they've done it really well. So as an example, you could go to this website and look at their videos and see if that's something that you could accomplish. It may not be something that you can do right away, but it's something that you could do maybe later on down the line. So that's something that I would recommend you maybe consider doing. Something else, this one, Leah Alexandra, I liked here was that they have this sale button here in the menu. So if I'm coming and like I've been perusing this website for a while and I, you know, have my eye on a couple of things, but maybe I just don't have it in my budget right now. If I see something that says sale, I'm going to click on that and then I'm going to see what is here. And it will also give me incentive to kind of keep coming back and checking it out and seeing if anything that I love has gone on sale. So I don't know if you do any sales, but if you do, you could add a link like that here in your menu. So that way people will have some incentive to keep coming back and to look and to see what things you might have on sale. So I'm going to look over here and see if I have any questions. Oh, Trish is here watching. Do you have any questions, Trish? I'm going to come back to your site and see if there were any other things that I had on my list here. I did have, you have one video, if I go to the shop section, I believe, and I go under necklaces, I think is where it was. You have one video here that is the wrong format, and that was probably just an accident. I did see it there and I saw it in one of the collection tabs. So it kind of stood out to me more than once. So that's something real quick that you could fix, I'm sure. The other thing that actually is probably a big thing that I would address right away is under this beaded stitch markers. If you click here, it goes to the right page. But if you click here, it goes to a page that only has one thing here on the page. And people might come here and be like, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do here. So what I would do is I would either make this page have more information, or I would take this link and make this the actual link here so that they're not having to click into a drop down and go to where you want them to go. So you can do that in WordPress really easily. If you want this to be the main page and up here, you can just change the name of it to say beaded stitch markers in the menu section of WordPress. So that should be pretty easy for you to fix. So that was definitely something that I saw that I feel like this is one of the things that you should address right away. Let's see. Again, on the blog, I saw that you have, at the top, you have the 15% on all the other pages. For some reason, it's not showing here. I feel like for some reason it's getting pushed up, because you see if I pull this down as much as I can, there's a little pink strip. So for some reason it's getting pushed up and out of the way. Something in the coding maybe is doing that. But you have that across all the pages. And then here you also have a 15%, you can get this coupon if you put in your name and email. But what I was thinking is this is an opportunity to, again, do something different where you might think about where they're at, what they're struggling with as far as, picking out jewelry, accessorizing, giving jewelry. So there are a lot of things that you could maybe think about in terms of your opt-in, where you're not just using the same one everywhere. So here, and then basically what you do is you change up the opt-in a little bit and you email market to them through your email provider. So even though you're going to tell them maybe like, here are some gifts that you can give to your mom, to your sister, to your cousin, whoever, you can talk to them through email marketing and then eventually also give them some links to the stuff in your shop. So you're not going to just like talk about this free thing, give them this free thing that doesn't really lead them to a paid offering. You're going to eventually tell them, here's my shop, come and peruse and buy something. I mean, you'll say it much more tactfully than that, but of course, it's good to vary your opt-in forms. So here you have the same thing. So I just see the same one over and over again. And I just think you might have some opportunity to kind of test some other stuff out. I don't know how well this is converting for you as an opt-in form or any of these really. And if you try something else, you might see that you might get more opt-ins from that. And basically, the more people that you have on your email list, the more you have to sell to. And basically, as far as email marketing goes, a certain percentage of the people who click on your email and read it will actually purchase. And so you have to kind of have more eyeballs on your stuff. And you want to have people who are considered warm leads. So they're people who they've heard from you a few times, and as opposed to somebody who's never heard from you before, because a cold subscriber or a cold lead is not going to purchase as much as somebody who's a warm lead. So you having some different options to kind of test things out, get more people on your list, and then talk to them through email marketing is what will help you to hopefully grow your list and get more sales in the end. So I'm going to see here. All right. So this all sounds fantastic, Trish says. And let's see. Shouldn't be any video. I think that's what you mean. Really click that image to go. Oh, okay. Well, you might need to be a little more clear to click that image to go there, because it's just there's only an image and it's hard to know what exactly they're supposed to do there. It's on the sidebar. You did it. As far as on the sidebar, you mean the opt-in form? Is that what you're meaning? For the opt-in form, I'm just recommending, just trying some different things is all. So if you have any other questions, let me know. I'll be glad to answer. Hey, Amanda Sue, we're almost done. Just wrapping it up now. Is looking for some questions from people. Oh, you hid the top bar on purpose. Okay. Okay, so that makes sense then. All right, well, I just noticed it's there. Most people won't notice that's there. But I was saying, because you have it on all the other pages at the top, and you have this here, maybe to vary it. But maybe what you could do instead of varying this one is keep this one here, and the one that's underneath the blog post, maybe you could try something different there. So you don't have like the same form twice on one page. Is just my thoughts on it. I mean, you can do that. It's not a bad thing to do that, but just thinking about how you could get some other opportunities to get some people on your list. Alrighty, so that's it. I think I am done. So I'm going to stop sharing. So let's see. Here we are. I look very pale today. I'm not sure why. So that's it for this website review. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope it's been helpful for you. If you stuck around this long, thank you. And I'll be back next week with another website review. So if you have a website that you would like for me to look over, to make some suggestions, let me know in the comment section, because I would be very glad to help you. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.